EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Bryant. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Bryant. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant, quick hitter here, it's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bryant. And he's got his man on the out route. Working with a 2nd and 3. back to throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 10.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Bryant. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Bryant. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Colts 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Check three. Watch the safety creep.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off the play fake. Bryant. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Bryant. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bryant. He's going to try and go deep again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, Bryant. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, Bryant. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all right.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Looking to throw on second down. Bryant to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Bryant. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Jackson to throw. So left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case,